What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Donnie B here. For those of you that have been following the channel for a while, you know that we like to test out different smart tags. And if you're not new here, what we do is my wife will basically go and hide one of these tags, and then I have to go find it at a later date. And we've tested the Samsung Galaxy tags, the Galaxy Tags 2, we did the Pebble Bee trackers most recently, and now we have some new contenders from Ugreen. And Ugreen actually made a couple different versions, and they're actually really cool. We'll talk more about that in a minute though. So previous experiences, the Galaxy tags work great. The Google Find Network, not so much. I was a little more excited this time for the Google Find Network to be a little bit better than it was last time, but well, you'll see. So we have two different ones from Ugreen. So this one is specifically for the Samsung Smart Tags or SmartThings ecosystem. And then this one is for both Google Find My and the Apple Find My network. You can pick which ones that you want to do. I personally don't have any way to test the Apple Find My network. I did give a couple to my kids. They're both iPhone users. And, you know, if we can get a comment or maybe a brief description of how well they're working, I'll include it in this video, but probably not. One good thing about there being so many more third-party options is that they're competing with each other, and so you're starting to get a lot more features. So, for example, the Solemn, which is actually who produced the Samsung Smart Tag 2, didn't have the same features as the Smart Tag. The tag left behind feature wasn't available on this one, and also the button wasn't mappable where you could control different devices or find your device by pressing the button. These were a lot more affordable. For some reason I could only ever find them on eBay, but they were about half the cost of the Samsung tag, but only had about half the features. Here, look, this is what I put them in my lens caps. This is a body cap. Fits right in there with a little piece of Velcro. So with the Ugreen, you actually get all those features. The Samsung SmartThings, you get the tag left behind. The buttons are mappable. You can press or do a long press. If you see that lava lamp there behind me, I actually have this button to where if I tap it, it should cut it off. Yep. And if I tap it again, I should be able to cut it on. Come on. Tap it again, it should cut on. There we go. So that button is mappable. Long press is actually programmed to this light right here, but it kind of takes a while, so I'm not going to do it. I don't know. It's just great. If you leave this behind, if this is in your camera bag and you leave your camera bag on a shoot or something like that, then it will notify you that you left it behind. Something that you could only have with the Samsung tags previously. Now, I know there are a lot of other companies, the Chipola, you know, there's a bunch of them out there, but these are specifically for the Google Find, the Apple, and the SmartThings ecosystem. Now with this one, so this one does have a replaceable battery. It's the 2032 that's you find in most remotes and most trackers themselves. Even the Apple AirTags have the 2032. But the one for Google Find and for the Apple Find network is USB-C rechargeable. So on the bottom here is a little bitty USB-C port. And it is weather sealed because Lauren actually hid these in the rain and they held up pretty well. So when I saw that Ugreen was making some smart tags, and I've been using a lot of Ugreen products over the years, tons of cables, Thunderbolt cables, the charging blocks, and I have 4 or 5 of those that range from 30 watt all the way up to 140 watt. And they all work really, really well. So I have high expectations for these to last a while. They're small, they will fit in things like lens caps. And you best believe that's where these are going to end up. But good to see them branching out, doing different things. And I'm glad to see that the ecosystems are allowing more third-party options into them. And so before we move on to the whole hide and seek, I just want to tell you how much they cost. So if you go with iOS only, then a 2-pack is $16.99, which is really affordable. For these that are iOS or Android, or iOS and Android, however you want to look at it, a 4-pack is $34.99. Go buy a 4-pack of the Apple AirTags. You're going to spend a $100 bill. And they're coming out with a new one too, so I imagine those are going to be even more expensive. And then a 2-pack of the SmartThings was $24.99. You can buy them by the single for iOS for $8.99. It also says it is a 2-year battery. Now, the SmartThings, This is a 1-year battery, and just about every year at the same time, I have to replace all of them. It's crazy how they all last about the same time, regardless of whether I use them or not. It's all about the same time, about a year. So they're claiming 2-year battery life out of the 2032 on this, and then 2-year battery life out of the rechargeable. Well, that's to be determined, though. So with all that being said, let's give these off to the wife, let her go hide them, and then we'll come back here and we'll do the outro. All right, new trackers from Ugreen. You know what to do.
All right, bye-bye.
Don't get me in trouble.
Okay. Rules?
Don't go hiding them in a police car or...
So I can't hide them at a drug dealer's place?
If you want me to come back home, you better not.
I don't even know a drug dealer.
Okay, day 2. So yesterday, I was not able to hide them. A, I had some errands to run, and 2, I wanted to do it at this abandoned apartment, and on my way home, I drove by it, and it was blocked by a vehicle. So I don't feel that that's going to be the best spot for it. So now, I am heading to my parents' house, and I thought about it, and I'm going to do... There's a little awning on the side of the road where it's kind of like a little pull-off in Millbrook, or in Wetumpka, sorry. And it's a little picnic area. So I think that would be a perfect area. Oops. Sorry about that. I think that'll be a perfect area, a picnic area. It's kind of close to my parents' house, so it's not off the beaten path for me to put it there. Plus, it's raining. We got that winter storm coming, which we're not getting hit as other people are. We're just getting rain, and it'll get cold tonight. So I think that's where I'm going to put it, unless I see somewhere else on my way. All right, so we hit it. I think that's a perfect little place. And kind of hit it off to the side too. And we're out.
All right, so I just realized that I was supposed to pull the clip off of Lauren's dash. What's your problem? I was supposed to pull the clip off of Lauren's dash cam of her hiding that tag. We talked about it. That was the plan, and I didn't get it off in time. Her dash cam is 4K. It records about 1 day worth of footage, and so I missed it. It got written over, and I apologize, but blame it on the dog. He was there too. All right, well, I'm about to go look. You got any hints?
None.
No?
None.
Did it rain on you real bad earlier?
Yes, it really did. And so then I waited, went and saw my parents, and then went and did it.
The weather has been super crappy,
Yes.
like for a month now. So it's going to be like below freezing tonight. So I think it's probably best we go get it now while it's not raining. But from previous experiences, I know the Samsung trackers work really well. I haven't had much luck with the Google trackers, but I feel like Ugreen has made a good product. So we'll figure it out. So no hints.
No hints. I guess I should have separated them maybe for you, but I didn't. I didn't think about that part. So they are together, and yeah, no hints. Let the trackers send you right to it.
All right, wish me luck.
All right, you taking him?
You want to go with me?
Don't say that.
Come on. Back up. 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 Good boy. Back up, dude. Alright, I know, you're excited. I get it. Now we're gonna put it right up here. So I only brought one camera. It's raining. I did bring the dog though. And I tell you what, we're gonna get away from the house before I look at the map. Because, yeah. Safety. You want some window, buddy? It's raining. That dog loves to ride. Don't you, bud? So I know how good the SmartThings tracker is. Like, it works great. Never had a single issue with it. Tag left behind notifications. You can double tap the button. The button is mappable. You can ring your phone, all that stuff. I love it. The Google trackers, like the one from Pebblebee, I just was not very stoked about. Like, I didn't have positive things to say about that in that review. So I think that let's go with the Google first. Let's just try to use the Google Find app to locate it first, and then if we have to, we'll use the Samsung SmartThings. So we're going to go to the Google Find app. Can y'all see that? Google Find. There's all my devices. I think I named this one the Ugreen Finder Pro Google, because I got the Finder Pro is in my camera bag. So this is the one for the video. Estimated network. It's estimated location from Find Hub Network. Okay, it's showing the whole city. So I want to get directions and start. It's saying it's 12 minutes away. All right, but on the last video, you all right? On the Pebblebee video, she hit it very far away, and it took forever to get there. So I guess 12 minutes away isn't that bad. There you go. I rolled his head up in the window one day, and he hadn't trusted me with that button since. Now, I will say that the Google Find network is larger than the SmartThings network because of the Android ecosystem. Even Samsung phones can participate in the Google Find network, but not all Android phones can participate in the SmartThings network. Does that make sense? So the ecosystem is larger for the Google tags, but you have to opt in order to be able to participate. Like, Samsung phones by default are already turned on. Like, a Samsung phone will ping a tracker without even opting into anything. But with the Google phones, you have to opt in through the Find app. You can choose not to participate. As a matter of fact, when you set up the tag, it will ask you if you want your device to participate in the Find network. Oh, okay. If I'm not mistaken, that place is gated. That's an RV park. I'm pretty sure that place is gated. All right, turning to the left. It's freaking raining. I think that's going to be a 7 brew. All right, here's where we're at. Line Drive. We got a Tractor Supply. Dude, it is gated. Camp Sherry on the Coosa. All right, just to show y'all what I'm looking at. We are absolutely trespassing right now. All right. The Find. I don't know how to. It doesn't say nearby. Oh, I hate this so much. I really, really do. It's saying it's right in front of me. Stay right here. Stay. Okay, it's saying it's right in front of me. So yeah, so far Google Find is 0 for 2, and I mean I was literally standing directly on the dot. Called Lauren and said, "Hey, is it here?" She said, "Nope, you're not even close." And we followed Google directions to a T. So both tags, the SmartThings tag and the Google Find tag, are next to each other. And we're gonna switch over to SmartThings and see if that does a better job. I don't know. All right, so we are devices. Oh, let me do a screen record. Sorry. Start recording, skip countdown. All right, so now we are in SmartThings, and that tag is called the Ugreen tracker. It says not near me. We're gonna view map. Spotted by a nearby device. Now I think that this is going to ping where the device was, not where the tag was, which should get me close. But yeah, if according to this map, we're not even close right now. So I'm gonna hit navigate, finding best route. All right, we're gonna follow this for a little while. I had such high expectations for the Google Find network this time. I don't know why. I just did. I had such high expectations. And I don't know. 2 minutes away, 1.6 miles. And y'all be cool. There's a popo. I think we might have made it. Yep. All right. So we're close. What a good spot. Signal is weaker. Okay. 14% battery. All right, just a little recap. So Google Find My took me to a weird location. I'm going to assume that it pinged the location of the device that pinged it and not the location of the tag. That's the only thing I can think of, where the SmartThings tracker actually took me to the spot. We're here. And as you can see, Ugreen tracker, it says it's a weak signal, but it did connect to it, which means we're in the proximity. So as far as I'm concerned, SmartThing tracker is definitely so far the best of the Android ecosystem. All right, it says signal is far away. It's getting stronger. It's getting stronger. Hey. Oh, he's in my seat. All right, signal is getting stronger. It's not far from here. Whoa, look at that. Oh, it's gotta be good. I don't want to open that. What the hell? That freaked me out. What? Ah. Oh, I gotta stick my hand in there. Oh, I got it. I don't know what that is, but that's pretty cool. So there's like games and stuff, and that's pretty neat. Now, as far as the chicken, that kind of... All right, let's get out of the rain. I want to show y'all. So we found it. All right, this is the... All right, this is the Google Find My because it has a USB on it. And then this is the SmartThings. It's a little thinner. And it has a replaceable battery, not USB. But this is the one that led us here. Here, watch. I do want to see something now that we're right here on it. Find nearby. Well, it did connect. We found it, buddy. All right, well, fortunately, we were able to find them both. And, you know, I just got to say, I've been a user of the Samsung SmartThings, the Smart Tag, for a long time. There were some third-party options from Solum, which are actually the creators of the SmartThings tag, and they were good. They were more affordable, but they didn't have the tag left behind feature. These are actually cheaper than both of those options, the Samsung or the Solum, and they have the tag left behind feature, and the button is mappable to Ring devices or turn on lights or whatever. So I'm really happy that we have another option that you can buy multiple of them for about half the cost of what Samsung charges for them. Now, with this, as far as the Google Find My network, I really had high expectations because I had such a poor experience with the Pebble Bee tracker that I thought that Ugreen was really going to nail it. And maybe it's not Ugreen's fault. Maybe it's the Google Find My network. I feel like that this did tag or ping off of a Google Android device, but it gave me the location of the last device. Well, no, there's no way because Lauren uses a Pixel. She doesn't use a Samsung. So her phone wouldn't have triggered where the SmartThings tracker would have been at anyway. It would have triggered this one. So why didn't? Maybe her phone's not set up to be opted in on the network. I don't know. Either way, I'm glad we found them. We wouldn't have done it without SmartThings. And we'll cut back to the studio. What y'all think of my shirt? This is probably the most expensive shirt that I own. It was my birthday. My family got this for me. It's a poncho. Look, see these? Magnets. And it's got this little hidden pocket right here where you can hide stuff. I don't know. Nice. I love it. Anyway, that weather's nasty out there, and I am so ready for it to be springtime again. I'd rather deal with the occasional thunderstorm than this entire winter has just been crummy weather. So hard to get out there and film, but anyway, enough about that. What you think? Now, the Google Find My network, I really had higher expectations than the Pebble Bee video. I was so disappointed in the Pebble Bee video. I guess I'm a little disappointed now. Now, like I said earlier, the Google Find My network is massive. Just think of all the Android devices out there. And you would think that it would be a lot more accurate. It would pinpoint things. Now, maybe big city life is a little bit different than here in a smaller town like we're in. But the fact that you have to opt in to the network kind of limits. You're just kind of, betting on people participating, which I know I do. I know Lauren doesn't. And I don't even think she knows if she is or isn't. You know, I've never set it up, so most people probably don't even know about that feature. And the only way I knew about it is whenever I went to set these tags up, it asked me specifically, do you want to participate in the program? And I clicked yes. So Samsung, by default, the SmartThings network, by default, it's automatically going to ping on Samsung devices, whether it's a phone, a tablet, a watch. I mean, it's just, it's kind of like an iPhone. iPhone does the same thing. But I was a little disappointed. I thought that maybe by now, it's been over a year since we did the Pebble Bee video, that maybe it had gotten a little better, and it seems that it has not. Maybe one day. I do think that it will eventually get there, but it's just not there yet. So now, like I said earlier, I don't have any way to test the iOS version of this. Maybe I'll see if I can get a comment or two out of the kids, and I'll drop that in, but I seriously doubt they're going to be willing to participate in my little shenanigans on this video. So if you would, give a like for Lauren going out and hiding that stuff for her. She does this every time there's a new tracker that comes out, and we couldn't do it without her. So if this is something that you're into, it's mostly camera, photo, and tech-related stuff, then consider subscribing. And I guess that's going to do it for this one. As always, take care of yourselves. You know you deserve it. I'm Donnie B, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.